All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and I have some good news, brethren. So let's get into this video.
Shiloh Hendrix has just been convicted for being white while walking through a park minding her own business. What happened? A Somali black child who apparently had autism tried to steal sort of applesauce packets from her bag. She went after the kid, got the item back, called the little niglet a word. Then a grown man who was not related to this child but claims to know the family starts recording her, starts harassing her. She calls that man a couple of words and flashes her middle finger to him. She was convicted on this second count of disorderly conduct toward that man, Omar, who was also Somali. This is what I don't understand as a European. To my logic, the guy filming her was the one guilty of disorderly conduct. But because Shiloh was white, she was convicted instead. The whole NAACP got even involved in fundraising to get the woman convicted. So the African American community made it about race, right? It's a race-based conviction. And she was convicted of $1,000 fine, 90 days suspended prison sentence, and 200 hours of community service. Do you think this is right? Do you think this is normal? Luckily, she had a GoFundMe, and Shiloh and her husband are now well off. They have a nice house, right? They made a lot of money off of it. But yeah, it's bizarre that she had to go to jail because some Muppet fucker decided to harass her at a children's playground.
As you can see, it is very nice to hear or see the tears of Esau. So, if you don't know who Shiloh Hendrix was, Shiloh Hendrix, there was an incident where this Edomite woman called a little Somali child the N-word, and she was very brazen with it. And what ended up happening was she got recorded, and Esau rallied behind her because she used simply the N-word, and I think she almost got $1 million from it, right? Now, of course, we just found out that she did get a sentence. And to be honest, even though the sentence really doesn't do anything, right? I mean, she's almost a millionaire. She probably is a millionaire at this point. All she's gonna do is, suffer a couple of days in jail and do 200 hours of community service. At that point, it really doesn't matter. But the point difference was, or is that Esau can no longer get away with what he used to get away with. Back in the days, Esau could call a Jake an N-word as loudly as he wanted to, right? And nothing would happen to him. Back in the day, Jacob, the Israelites of the Southern Kingdom, had no justice at all, right? But now we're starting to see that things are changing and things are falling back into place the way they're supposed to be. Because as Israelites, we're not supposed to be the tail forever. We're actually supposed to be the head forever. And eventually Esau will be the tail. Right? Let's get the scripture out. Matthew chapter 12, verse 36. But I say unto you that every other word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Right? So the judgment of Shiloh Hendrix ain't even done yet. Right? Yahweh still has a special bounty on her. Right? And not just for her, but for Edomites in general. Right? A lot of these Edomites built today, they say, oh, it was 150 years ago. Right? But the thing is, the Lord remembers that 150 years ago as though it was way less than a day. So, for all the discrimination that Esau did, for all the vile speeches and words and propaganda and, bad pieces of media they've done unto us, eventually Esau had to give account for that. It says in 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? So we're coming at a time now where we're seeing Esau get judged very fast, right? And as we can see, Esau is at war with Iran right now, and this will only lead to Esau pretty much self-destructing himself until he starts to issue the MOTB to start regaining control once again. And then Yahweh Shai will have to come and destroy Esau. So Lord willing, keep praying to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, I'm out of here. Shalom.